Check, 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 check.
We all the way live.
We are live?
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Welcome to the No Breaks Network, your home for education and entertainment, righteousness and ratchetness, where we are never content with just content. No breaks.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
You have to make it. What up, we getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, rapping DC whole time. We getting money whole time, fucking bitches whole time, rapping DC whole time. Your shine whole time, whole time. Whole time, whole time, whole time. Doing this whole time, whole time, whole time. Doing this whole time, man, you're back. Whole time, doing this whole time.
Kickback guys. JB, what's the name of the podcast?
Nigga, it's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Did you miss us? Did you miss us? Welcome back to a pod named Kickback. It is indeed like a Tribe Called Quest because you must say the whole thing. I am no breaks, no the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Each and every week, except the weeks we was on vacation. Right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. You hear me? Jack talk to him on an early
What's up,
Saturday.
y'all? Get fit with Jag and y'all snatch. I see y'all in the gym. Now, let me tell you, give you some gym etiquette advice. Do not sit on this gym equipment on these phones because you want to start your journey and you just want to sit in the gym and you're in people's way. Get out of people's way. Get out of people's way and get your fitness journey. Get off them phones and get active, okay?
Don't be no hater. You might I was getting the picture. I was getting the picture right.
What's up,
Move, bitch.
What's up,
Get
what's up,
out
what's
the
up?
way. Get out the way. Get out the way. In them people's gym taking up space. Zay Lou, talk to him.
Hey man, good to see y'all, man. I had to come in. You got to call in the White Rangers sometimes. Just come say what's up.
Yeah, man.
Was it the White Ranger, the Green Ranger? I forgot which one was it back in the day. The one
I'm
that came every now and then.
I'm almost 50.
Yeah, it was your
I
era.
didn't watch that.
it was your era.
It was your era.
Nah, that's the Power Rangers.
Hey, don't
I
be
was like
acting
30 when the Power Rangers came out. Come on, man. I did not watch that shit. I was a grown ass nigga.
You're old. All right, now your old ass want to act like, okay, all right. There's always old niggas though. They do it too. Always old niggas though.
I was just saying, I was grown as hell when the Power Rangers came out.
I was that age. You know that none of that stuff was around when I was that age.
Right. I'm about to fuck you up, J. Lou. Yeah, man, back in my day, we had Voltron. I don't know what the shit y'all kids had. We had Voltron, the first anime.
We was reading the comics. We had to imagine what was on.
We had no pictures. We did all the voices in our own head.
Creative. Yeah.
That's what's wrong with time now. I ain't got no creativity because everything mapped out for you. Before we really get started, I wanted this to be one of those podcast Avengers episodes where we came in and got to reintroduce you to J. Lou, who many of y'all know and love, and the KD from the Kickback Sports podcast. And I wanted to have them two together with me, Jack, and Randy from a pod named Kickback and have us just cut up for about a good hour before the playoffs start. We haven't given you guys any content in about a month. The whole year done changed. We ain't talked since last year. I feel like I ain't seen y'all since a whole year that went by. We ain't seen each other. You look so good. Look at you. Look at that smile. Remember that dude, the smile dude? Look at you smiling. Mr. Good Time. What was his name? Mr. Good Time. Mr. Good Energy. Mr. Good. good happiness, whatever that dude name is. But look at your smile. That smile is so pretty. You got the best smile. But anyway, he was an Instagram dude. But I did want to break some stuff down for you guys. We will be doing Kickback Sports every Wednesday. Every other Wednesday to start. And that's just where we're going to do a deep dive into sports, whether it's the NFL, NBA, WNBA, all sports. That's going to be me, J. Lou, and KD. And of course, the regular, the traditional, the OG pod, a pod named Kickback, will be on Sundays live. And then, of course, releasing on Mondays, the audio. But I wanted to do before we got into that was going to the high low because it's been a few weeks. Actually, it's been since last year. So let me bring up the high low. It's been a long time since we talked.
Now, high low. Who wants to go first?
And I tell you what, with the high low, I'm actually going to go first. My high was making it to the new year. Going to the conference for my agency, and kind of being reinvigorated, kind of seeing what the money is really like, what the business could really offer me in 2015, and having a solid game plan. Looking at the challenges I overcame in 2024 and 2023, and bringing myself to this point in 2025. I know it's gonna sound cliche, but the goal is to thrive in 2025. And I think that is the time. It's no more survive. The goal ain't to survive in 2025. I've been surviving. We've been surviving. The goal is to thrive. And I just got injected with that energy. And when you see the dream right in your face, you go, man, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. And I had so many people just walk up to me like, dog, like you're a beacon of light here. Like I watch what you do from afar. I see your work, and you give me inspiration. And I just want you to be the best you could be. I was like, well, damn. Okay, sure. I'm glad I can help you, and I need to help myself. So that's all. Let's really get to it. And that was my high. And I'm even today having a great Saturday. This is a Saturday. We normally don't record on Saturdays. But I wanted to make sure we gave you guys something this week because it had been so long. It's been a whole year ago since you got an episode. So I wanted to make sure we gave you something this week. And I had a great start to the business this morning. Got up early, hit the phones, helped a couple of people say that, protect their families. And feel good, man. And my low was my energy's a little down. I know my best to hide it. But I've been sick. I came back from the conference. I thought I had COVID. I took a COVID test. I did not have COVID. But I was sick. Everybody's sick. The whole agency is sick. It's like we all just went out there, was literally breathing the same air. And everybody got everybody sick. So that's my lowest. I've been down. Like I've been working, but not the way I wanted to this week. But it's because I've been sick. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really get sick. So when I do get sick, I'm like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to my immune system is strong as a motherfucker. I don't get sick. So to be sick is like, oh, somebody come help me. Turn into a baby. But that's my high and low of the week, man. Business is on point. Let's keep it moving. And now I'm feeling a little healthy. I got my halls. Where my halls at? I don't probably took them away. But I've been out here popping halls every damn day. And my vitamin, my emergency, my sea moss and with bladderwrack and black seed oil and all my minerals, vitamins, B, C, D. You all may need some of that. Write some of that shit down. You might need some of that. Turmeric and apple cider vinegar. Write all that stuff down, y'all. Jackie will get you right. But that's my high low. Jack, what you got?
So my high, of course, is I turned 5 pounds of fat into 5 pounds of muscle. So I'm excited about that. Got back on my eatings. You got a little bit more discipline, so I can get more muscle definition. So I'm happy about that. My lowest is wishy-washy weather. It's just, everybody gets scared about the snow here. We got the snow the first time, and everybody's scared about the second time because it's coming. Come Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know. From Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, it keeps changing. But make sure you guys pay attention to what they're talking about. Even if it's not snowing really bad, the bad thing here is black ice. So make sure you're careful on those streets. Make sure you're stocked up, and make sure you guys don't just get around the fall and cold winter time. boost your immune system daily so that when it comes around to this time, you are like my whole household. We've been drinking on ginger tea, lemons, eating oranges, and so we good around here. Nobody's sick, so we good around here. But boost your immune system daily, not just around the fall and winter time, because you want to be able to when it comes up to the fall and winter time, they already got their armor on. Your body is ready. So just make sure that you stay active. So make sure you drink plenty of water, stay active, and make sure you're taking your daily vitamins. Yes, sir.
J. Lou, hello.
What's up? What's up? Hey man, I like to thrive for 25, man. I'm gonna have to stick with that one, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to adopt that. So far so good. You know, with the year, got the goals going on. Been kind of sticking to the weight. You know what I'm saying? You know the hitting the gym. Definitely been kind of got the turmeric, the ginger on deck. So been taking care of that. Good. What's good? What's good? My daughter, she got honor roll this week. So you know what I'm saying? Went up
Uh-oh.
there, had a little down up there.
We love that. Yes.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We getting everything, getting the organization though. You know what I'm saying? Read a couple books. So just kind of been on daddy duty, heavy.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Low. I don't know, man. Just trying to get everything organized the right. You know what I'm saying? Where you can kind of have a good schedule where you got the home life, personal life, the business life. You know what I'm saying? Kind of trying to find a good basis. You know what I'm saying? I sacrificed stuff in 23 and 24. So trying to get a little bit more balance. You know what I'm saying? Add myself in there too. So
Right.
just working through that.
J. Lou time. That's what
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And we put in the work to have it. Because me and J. Lou, y'all know from listening to the pod a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we was like, look, we're going underground. We starting these businesses. We ain't got time for
Yeah.
nothing. We got to make this money. We got to get everything straight. And then now, as you watch the transformation, it's kind of like, well, shit, y'all kind of did that.
Yeah.
I didn't grew damn dreads, J. Lou. We done went through some life changes, Some shit done changed over the last couple of years. Man, real quick, I thought this would be a little fun thing. This is a song I made in 2004. It was a 2005 anthem. It was called "05 Is Mine." So this is 20 years ago, and I feel like that's how I feel now about 2025. So let me see if I can find.
Call it what you want, respect my city now. If I was in a band, I would smack Diddy out. I'm in the game now, nigga, ain't no way to get it out. 05 is mine, I do this all the time. You can have the next one or the next one. 05 is mine, I do this all the time. You can have the next one or the next one. 25 is mine, I do this all the time. You can have the next one or the next one. 25 is mine, I do this all the time. You can have the next one or the next one. Should we cry?
That's it. This one, that 2025 is mine. I want that energy out there this year.
Yeah. Throw that. Yeah. Get that good energy though. You
I
know what I'm
used to see
saying?
that young dude, 20 years
20
younger,
years ago? Damn.
20 years ago, just talking about '05 is mine. And I'm like, oh, this little young dude, think he the man. Think he's somebody. And if anybody wonders, man, my rap name back then was The Mayor. The album is called My Life, My Way. That song is called '05 is Mine. It is available on all your DSPs. Matter of fact, I'm about to add it to the Pod Named Kickback playlist right now as a throwback track. The last track on the playlist. But yeah, '05 is mine. 2025 is mine. I want that energy to be permeating through everybody. I don't know what happened with Jackie. I can't see Jackie's face. Jackie, we can't see your facial feature.
I had to put my phone on do not disturb. Everybody want to call.
Oh, they must have been watching live. Like, oh, Jackie with the red hair. Let me give her a
Like,
call.
hold up. You know what happened when they put the red hair?
Oh man. All right. We'll talk a little bit about Kickback Sports to give you guys an idea. For those who didn't hear the episode, we did one little episode to kind of sneak it in there with y'all, see how you responded. But Kickback Sports will be a sports podcast where we'll talk about basketball, football, and anything else that interests us. We'll be doing it twice a month just to start off. Wanted to take it easy. Didn't want to put too much. We all got all these businesses. Ain't nobody got time to be doing 35 podcast episodes every month.
I got time for that.
Right. But we still wanted to get out of content because there's so many times I want to have a really in-depth conversation on sports, and we just don't have the opportunity to do so. And that's going to be me, J. Lou, and KD. You'll be seeing Randy jumping on, talking about his sorry ass Commanders. Jack can come on, talking about her Falcons. So we'll have them on.
Oh, yes.
But the primaries to be me, J. Lou, and KD. And the structure of the pod is we basically going to talk about what we've seen in the week that just passed, what we're expecting to see in the week going forward. And every week we'll have a top five, maybe top five point guards one week, top five college football teams one week, top five 3-point shooters of all time one week. We'll do a top five every week to keep the sports conversation rolling. You know what I'm saying? But we're basically going to recap what we saw this week and give you a forecast for what's to come. And I'm really looking forward to that. We did one episode in December, and it got heated because J. Lou is a Steelers fan, and KD is a Ravens fan. So you can just already imagine that drama because their teams having that battle where the Steelers won. So they was up 1-0 during the regular season series, and then the Ravens won, and it was tied, and then they met in the playoffs. And KD got a mental illness when it comes to the Ravens, so she just was getting on J. Lou.
She needs some motherfucking help, man. Like, just tell her like it really is, though.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Hey. We got a group chat where we all in there talking about, whatever we talk, sports, politics, pop culture, whatever. But whenever football come up, you already know KD gonna be taking the shots at J. Lou and the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that's gonna happen. Man, but going really quick, let's give them a little taste of what that looked like, J. Lou. So we have the Ravens and the Bills playing this week. Now we know the MVP voting has already been decided upon, but this is the MVP battle still.
Yeah.
Now, as an objective Steelers fan, how do you think this is going to go with the Ravens and Bills this week, man?
I'm up in the air. Like I think Ravens are the better team. Overall. You know what I'm saying? I think they're deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like they, their skill set is, I think they just got more skilled players than the Bills. I would say this: if Zay Flowers don't play, which is not looking like, it's doubtful, but the coach said he has a chance, then I can see the Bills, being competitive and possibly getting it. I think if Zay Flowers win, I don't think it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll be close because I'm assuming Ravens are going to sell out on a run, and the Bills going to sell out as far as defensively on a run. So you can stop one receiver, but when you have 2-3 legit guys out there, I think it'll be tough. So I think a lot of it depends on if Zay Flowers play. If Zay Flowers play, I think Baltimore easy. If Zay Flowers don't play, I think it'll be competitive, and then kind of like who has the ball last type.
Yeah. The way I'm looking at it is the Ravens are a better team. They have a better running game. Buffalo's running game ain't no slouch.
Right.
But obviously, Baltimore has a stronger running game. And I believe that Lamar has outplayed Josh Allen. And then when they played early in the season,
Yeah.
the Ravens took him behind the shed and smacked that ass.
Yeah.
I do think that this could be Josh Allen's coming out party. Does he want to, really show what he can do and really jump out there and really go, no, pay attention. Like I don't have all these weapons, but watch what I do. He has a chance. But right now, I'm just not betting against Lamar. I mean, Lamar, and not in this round. He's had his playoff struggles, but based on the season he's had and what I know he's ultimately trying to get to, which is get past Patrick Mahomes, I just don't see Buffalo having enough. Derrick Henry wanting to be celebrated, wanting to, possibly get his opportunity to win a ring. Them being able to rely on that, if nothing else. I foresee Josh Allen making a critical mistake or two that costs him the game. I think he's going to be great enough to make it a game.
Okay.
But he's going to have a fatal flaw last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's going to cost him that game.
Yeah.
Now, we did this Saturday during the day, so we haven't seen any of the games yet. I'll do the very first game of today, the Chiefs and the Texans. I like C.J. Stroud. I like what the Texans have. They're missing, to me, their biggest offensive weapon, and Nico, and then Joe Mixon being injured as well. I think that it's just not going to be enough. They're missing their top running back is going to be hampered. Their top receiver isn't going to be playing. I think that's
Nah,
too much.
Nico gonna play.
Nico's going to play?
Yeah, Nico Collins playing. They, you know,
I thought he
they
was out for
out.
the season.
No. They out Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs is out for the year. They got Nico back.
Oh, okay. So okay. Tank is out.
Yeah,
Well,
Tank Dell and
Tank the one that
obviously
hurt his knee
Stephon
on the
Diggs is out.
touchdown. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if all that, they got Nico. What about Joe Mixon? Is he going to play or he's
Yeah,
still?
he playing. It's just I don't know if they saying he hampered or not, but you know what I'm saying, he playing.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's going to be enough to beat the Chiefs with them getting all their weapons back. I feel like this is their year to do the three-peat, to say, put me up next to Brady. So I don't think that CJ and the crew, if they're not at full strength, have a chance.
Okay.
The Chiefs have notoriously allowed teams to stay in the game until the end, having leads until the end. And I can foresee them winning that way again against the Texans. I don't think it'll work that way against Buffalo. I don't think it'll work that way against the Ravens.
Yeah.
They're going to have to play next week. But this week, I think they squeak by with a victory. What you think?
I'm with you. Like I think I don't think Houston has enough, with Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs not being in there. I like some of the, the Mechie, obviously they tight end. They, what I'm saying, they got some solid people that way. But I don't know. It's I still, Andy Reid with after a bye, and basically he's had 2 weeks to kind of get ready, everybody get healthy. I'm taking, I'm taking Andy Reid every day, what I'm saying, with that much time to prepare. Like he's too good of a coach. The whole team should be healthy. They getting Hollywood Brown back. So I think, you can really start unleashing it. I think Houston's chance is KC's offensive line is horrendous. If they can take advantage of it, and because they do have the ends to kind of get to them, if they dominate the game, it'll be close. And then when it's close, anybody have a chance. But if they chip enough or those tackles hold up, I think KC kind of takes it.
Okay. Now let's talk about Randy's team here. We've been arguing about this all day. Now the Commanders and the Lions. I really like the Lions. I think they've had too many injuries on defense, and I don't know how they're going to sustain it. But I have said this for like 7 weeks in a row. All they've done is win. Every time I'm like, oh, they got too many injuries. They can't keep this up. They be like, yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Shut up, new. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm like, dang, they keep winning despite all the injuries. But I watched that young boy Jaden, and ain't no quitting him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the game can remain close, he's going to find a way. So I think that this will be my upset alert pick. If you ask me to pick an upset, this will be what I picked. But I'm not quite sure the rest of the Commanders are ready to follow Jaden into this historic weekend and to do something really historic by defeating the Lions. Dan Campbell has that Lions team ready to play. He has them on fire. He has them playing well above their pedigree. With the injuries they sustained on the defensive end, they should not be this good. It should be a drop-off.
Yeah.
There's no drop-off. And as much as Dan Quinn has done a great job of having the Commanders play above their pedigree, I think we're going to be in the battle of the 4th and 2, going for it on 4th and 2s. And I think at the end of the day, damn, I'm about to contradict myself. But at the end of the day, I trust the Commanders to make more 4th and 2s. Damn, I just talked myself into it. I got the Commanders winning.
You got Commanders?
I literally just talked myself into it. I said something I couldn't run from the statement. I was like, if it's a battle of 4th and 2s, who do I trust the most? Jaden. Over
Randy,
Goff.
Randy gonna be so happy.
Oh, Randy about to say Randy about to say all that shit you was talking all day.
That's what I told him. I thought, I'm not a hater. I actually like dude. But
It's gonna be. I think the Commanders can pull it off. Obviously, if I'm taking the points, I'm gonna take Commanders points. What I'm saying. I'll take them to cover. Obviously, but I don't know. I think Detroit with those amount of injuries on the defensive end. I like Commanders to compete and be competitive. They got a couple guys, couple of their skill positions just peaking at the right time. Some of those secondary guys. Um, Still, think Detroit offense is ridiculously talented. So I think you want to give them the edge just because you got Golf, Gibbs, Montgomery coming back, St. Brown, James. You know what I'm saying? You got so many studs, but with the injuries on the defense, I give them a shot.
if Burger say he's logging off, that's blasphemy. Burger, look, man, all I'm doing is trying to be honest.
What Burger saying?
He a Cowboy fan with me.
Oh,
And
oh yeah, oh yeah.
he know all we went through with the being in
Oh,
DC and being Cowboy fans. But I'm just
that's
saying, man, I gotta call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call it like I see
it
it.
wouldn't surprise me just because of Detroit injuries. Now, if they was healthy, that's one thing.
If Detroit was healthy, I would have them beating the Commanders by about a touchdown.
Easy, yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
There'll be no rooting for the Commodores. There'll be no rooting for them. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Especially with all the shit I done went through this morning arguing with my cousin Randy about the damn Commanders and shit. There'll be no rooting for them. But I just think that they got a shot. Too many Lions have too many injuries. The Lions should win this game. But I think if it came down to a close game, I think that Jaden gonna pull it out. It just is what it is.
Yeah, whoever had a ball last type of game.
Yeah. Now the Rams and Eagles are very intriguing to me because I don't know what Jalen Hurts is. If he was at his baseline level of skill and they got Saquon and everybody else playing, I'd be like, Eagles easy. But you got AJ Brown reading self-help books on the sidelines in the middle of games. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. So
Did
I'm
you
kind
go buy the
of
book? Did you buy the book? You or Jack buy the book?
I'm going to buy the book. I'm going to read it. You know I'm going to read it.
I haven't yet. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't yet.
You ain't got it.
It's on my list. It's on my short list. So I don't know, man. The Rams 9 sacks last week. Now the Eagles have the best O-line in the league, so they should protect Hurts. I guess we're gonna see. If you put a gun to my head, make me who I'm going with, I say the Eagles.
Yeah.
I've thought the Eagles were the best team in the NFC all year. But Jalen Hurts coming out of that concussion protocol, not being able to get AJ Brown involved, it's looked a little weird to me. But I'm still gonna go with the Eagles. What you think, J. Lou?
Yeah, I'm still gonna lean towards the Eagles just because I think the Eagles' defensive front is ridiculously good. So I think they can push the pocket, kind of getting in Stafford face to kind of make it tough on them. Um, it's still a pick'em game to me. I like Stafford. I think Eagles secondary, though they've been good, but I think they can get got. I've seen a lot of they've made some plays that was it was 50-50 on who can make those plays. Like I don't think their secondary is as dominant as people make it out to be. Um, so I give the Rams a shot. I think McVay is a hell of a play caller. He makes defenses think, and whenever you make defensive players think, you had an advantage. So I think it's going to be a much more high scoring game than I would think. It's just that the Rams they're not solid against the run. They're not great against the run, and with Saquon, you know what I'm saying it's easier to hand it off than it is to throw it.
Yeah.
So it's I still it's a pick'em game to me, but I still will probably lean towards the Eagles just because of the defensive tackles on the Eagles. That's the only reason though.
Okay. Now, Jack, is there anything you want to contribute to this NFL take? I know your Falcons didn't make it, my Cowboys didn't make it, so we're on the outside looking in. But is there anything you wanted to add to this? Any perspective? Any thoughts?
Good luck to all the teams that's still in the running.
Who you who you want to win it all?
It's a free for all for me. Once the Falcons are out, it's whoever.
It is what it is.
It
It is.
is what it is. All right, now, really quickly before we move on, and this is kind of what we'll be doing on Kickback Sports. Just really quick, we can make this one word answer. Who's your favorite to win the title this year in the NBA? The Cavs, Celtics, Thunder, or other? Who's your favorite to win it all? And we'll dive into this next week on the Kickback Sports. But just really quick, the Cavs, the Celtics, the Thunder. Who do you have?
Damn.
Or other?
I'm gonna say other just because they give me more chances.
Yeah, go with the
Yeah,
field. Go with the
I'm gonna say
field.
other. I like what Denver's kind of been picking it up lately. So I like that. That's a possible somebody to shake it up. I don't know. Celtics, they hang on, they legit, but they shoot threes so much. It's like, all right, can they have two bad games in a row, and in the playoffs that can change things? But I think the money would go on the Celtics. But if I had to bet, I say other because I feel like the Nuggets can beat them if it came to it.
Okay. Jack?
Other.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Thunder.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. I thought they should have won it last year. They fell a little short. They got better this year. They brought in Hartenstein, another big body.
That was a big pickup.
Jalen Williams at 6'6". I hate small ball lineups. I hate when you got the shooting guard playing power forward. I can't. Me and Jay Lou talking about this. We be so mad when the Wizards did a little small ass lineup. But Jalen Williams at 6'6" is a good power forward. And so I look at their starting five. You got Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, Shea Gilchrist. Sometimes they have Kason starting. Sometimes they have Caruso starting. Hartenstein, 6-man, or maybe starting with if you want to go to the big lineup.
Yeah, when Chet get back, that's gonna be. I'm gonna be honest. They'll line up when because you guys saying Chet been out all of this time that they've been balling.
Yeah.
He come back if they mess around and play Hartenstein at the 5 and Chet at the 4. Defensively, they ridiculous and for some reason can't nobody seem to check Shea. He's gonna get 30 plus on whoever. It doesn't matter who it is. And Dort, he's just been he's embarrassed Donovan on multiple nights. He's embarrassed, some of the Suns guys on multiple nights. That's another team that I can kind of put in that mix if they get hot. Now that they got Bill coming off the bench, but I ain't gonna OKC just so deep.
I picked the Celtics and the Suns in the finals last year. Only the Celtics made it. This year, I'm not putting none of my eggs in the basket of the Suns. In the West, fuck them. In the West, I got OKC. And I'll tell you another reason I love OKC, because we have their Kevin Durant called the Wizards the OKC Wizards, because we have pretty much their whole coaching staff and management staff. That's who we hired to run the Wizards. And what they did was get rid of all their good players, started with the young guys, young rookies, and amassed a bunch of draft picks. And I think we're following in the same direction. So when I see their success, it helps me see the future Wizards' success. So that's why I'm really rooting for the Thunder.
Fuck.
No?
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Fuck them people, man. The way they've been drafting, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not trusting them, man. I'm not trusting them nothing until I see it.
Hold on, the Wizards? You ain't trusting the
Yeah.
Wizards?
Nah.
Dog, all we drafted with the new team is what's young boy named Bilal? Be cool. We just had to be cool.
All
Alex
C's.
Sarr,
They all C's, man.
who's been an A in that draft class? Was there an A?
I don't Look, I don't care. I'm just telling you they sees. I don't. Look, yeah. I give you that, but we don't have an A. Nigga, we don't have an
There
A
wasn't
or
an A
B.
available though. That's the point.
I'm just saying we don't have an A on the team.
There was no A available.
Old player, new player, none of that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Hey, man, look, man, don't get me to talk about them motherfuckers.
We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna get into something that I think Jack want to talk about because I don't know her junior high school bar mitzvah buddy has been going through some things, and we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. Where's Kendrick?
My left stroke just went viral.
How crazy that I'm doing a Drake story with the Kendrick drop, but
Right.
it is what it is. Our viral story of the week. Academics lets us know that Drake has a beef with LeBron, and he's exposing LeBron cheating on his wife. Says Drake got the hoes full. What is? I'm gonna try to hear it because I can't even.
Newsflash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two mans. Okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy, but when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black chicks. White women.
That's disgusting to me on so many levels. One, I just was raised a real nigga. Like, I don't know if Berger's still on the chat, but like I was raised by real niggas. And I got niggas who I don't fuck with. I got niggas that it might be on site with. I ain't telling your secrets. And we're gonna talk about that a little bit later with the Jim Jones and Cameron shit. Cause I don't like that shit neither. But like I ain't gonna be the one that's gonna tell your personal business. I ain't gonna out you. I ain't gonna, talk about you cheating on your fucking wife and all that shit, dog. That's not what I'm doing, dog. I'm built different. I was raised by real niggas in that. Like, it's like with women, like a girl sends you a nude or a video or something, and y'all break up and you exposing her. Like, oh, you posting it. That's why you send me. What the fuck wrong with y'all niggas, man? Like, whatever happened to holding it down? Like, if you was my man and you did some corny shit, you my man, you did some corny shit, I don't like it. But if you was my man and I stood beside you while you did that shit, I ain't gonna blow it up now that we beefing. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is not my hip hop. This is not the culture I was raised in. Like, now I will also say, if Obama come out, like, and this is Jackie gonna get this because I used to get on her and Randy about this shit. If a nigga come out, a podcaster come out like, yeah, and he make a podcast called New as a Pedophile, and Jackie listening to it and jamming to it, I'm gonna be like, the fuck is your problem? Why you listen to this nigga this podcast? Because Jackie like, it's all business, and if I do a podcast with them, it doesn't mean anything. And I'm like, no, I disagree. And her and Randy got into a debate. They feel how they feel, and I'm not here to tell you if you're right or wrong, but you're wrong. My take is I'm not rocking with niggas that don't rock with my niggas. You ain't gonna tell me, oh, J. Lou a pedophile, J. Lou a bitch ass nigga, and think I'm doing anything with you. Nigga, fuck you. That's my man. I ain't fucking with you. You ain't gonna be like, oh, no, I like you and everything, but Burger's a bitch ass nigga and I don't fuck with him. Well, then you don't fuck with me. That's my man. Ain't that you ain't got that much audience, motherfucker. I don't value audience over integrity. I don't value a look over my norms and mores and values. I'm built different. So I do not like the fact that LeBron was partying with Kendrick and dancing to the song about Drake. I don't like that. That was some bitch ass nigga shit too. Real talk. LeBron was on some whole shit for that. But Drake, it's like you took the whole, like LeBron was on some whole shit and then you took the whole shit to another level. Now you on some super duper whole shit. If LeBron cheated on his wife with you and you his man and you exposing him now that y'all got whatever y'all little rift is, like I would never fuck with you. Because when you get mad at me, what you gonna expose? What you gonna say? If you mad at me, I can't fuck with niggas like that. So LeBron did some little bitch shit. Drake did some bitch ass shit, and I'm just not built like that. Like, I could never. That ain't my character. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Jack, I've been watching your facial expressions, so I want to throw it directly to you.
Get him, Jack.
Before we throw it to J. Lou, but I could never. This is like a colostomy of bitch ass niggerness. It's like a whole a jambalaya of bitch nigga activity, and I don't eat pork. I can't do it.
You
Too
know,
weird.
I miss the old shirts that used to say no bitch assness. We need to bring those back. All the real men, please stand up because we are tired. As women, we are tired. We are tired of y'all doing the same things that we used to talk about, that y'all used to talk about as far as women hate to see women do. And it's so crazy how it has changed where us women, we don't even have to do it. We can sit back and watch y'all now.
Terrible.
But we need to bring back the shirts that says no bitch assness. We need to bring those back. We need to bring those back.
I can't disagree with you, Jack. You 100% right. J. Lou, please get the congregation together. We need a sermon from J. Lou.
Oh, so I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm doing my best to stay away from little stuff like this. I'm gonna tell you why though. Like, I think we, so our generation did the same shit in other ways. I just think certain type of individuals, man, they just it don't matter what where you at, what age, what year, integrity, character. It's not for everybody. Like I think both of them both of them is weak. I told you I like look dancing to somebody that said a pedophile song. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. And if it is true, if they was doing that together, you definitely shouldn't have been laughing. You know what I'm saying? With nobody. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they had that information. But to kind of, spread it, if that's the case, is like, man, it's all just ridiculously sad. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, it's all, I don't think it's no different. I think, what I'm saying, they used to do it back in the day too. You know what I'm saying? You hear the stories coming out about people telling about other stuff too. So I'm like, look, man, just go ahead and let them. Hey, man, try to keep certain people out, out your environment.
It's at an all-time high though. It's like crazy. At least it was a little bit hush hush back in the day. The men that did it, y'all, the grown men were like, okay, we don't even associate with that bitch ass nigga because
But
we
it's just
know.
magnified now because of social media. I think they did it back in the day, but it's just magnified to a different level when you can go to social media, and then we get people where we glorify, like, look at the popularity of the streamers and the academic and people like that. Like, you don't know what they do for a living. Like what they do is tell, you know what I'm saying, is tell other people, you know what I'm saying, business and stories for a living. With and they well compensated, so it makes sense. But it's like, the people empower them to do that. It ain't like, hey, it's like, no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell this.
It's just these. I miss the real men. I miss the real men. I was actually came across on YouTube where they have this challenge that people out BL men, and it is crazy. And I'm talking about it's men and women on both sides. I'm just like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
wow. It's crazy. It's just
And that's
it's
why I stick to sports, no.
woo.
Yeah,
Listen, a lot of them in sports.
facts.
Hey, at least I only count what they do on the field.
You don't count what they do in the locker room.
Hey, it got nothing to do with me.
Y'all, because these
Oh,
days,
hey,
It don't matter if it's on the field or in the locker room now these days. We just seen the reaching over and grabbing where they ain't supposed to be grabbing. Like, come on now.
Oh
I'm,
my
I'm gonna
god.
tell y'all something. We'll talk about it in the Netflix and chill. But Netflix special starting five with the five NBA players: LeBron James, Jason Tatum, DeMontis Sabonis, Ant Man, and one more. Um, it follows them through all last season, all the way up to the championship, with the Celtics won, and it follows them in their regular lives, personal lives, and their NBA lives. That shit is good. I watched it on a plane to Orlando, on a plane back, and I finished it last night. I woke up in the middle of the night. I woke up like 2 in the morning. And it was like, and I just cut that on, thinking I could listen to it and fall asleep. But I sat up and watched that shit. I was like,
Watch
oh,
it,
this
yeah.
shit good. This shit good. And then like it was good, man. So starting five on Netflix NBA series. But let's get back to this shit I don't understand. These new niggas. Cam and Mace versus Jim Jones. I don't like nothing about this. I am not the biggest Dipset fan. I am going to be honest. I am one of the biggest Jim Jones fans. I fuck with Jim Jones because I thought Jim Jones was just the real deal, cut from the same cloth. I watched what he did. I watched his successes. I watched his failures. I watched how he got it out the mud. I watched how he held the team down. And I just was a big fan of all of that shit. Over the years, I've come to see Jim Jones in a different light. Like a lot of y'all know that he infamously blocked me on social media. He went on social media and said the dudes that can't dress, you could always tell because in the they'll wear wintertime clothes like in the summer. They don't know how to freak their outfits. So they'll wear some winter shit in the warm months, because they don't know what to wear. And they just know the winter shit might be hot. And I was like, kind of like when you wore a leather sweatsuit in the summer at Versus. I thought that was an innocent comment. I ain't mean nothing bad, Jim. I ain't mean nothing bad, Jomo. He ain't like that shit. He cussed me out for like a paragraph. And before I could try to click it to read the whole paragraph, he had blocked me. So I could only read the first two sentences because I was blocked. And then I went at him from the Pod Named Kickback page like, dog, I was joking. I'm like your biggest fucking fan, nigga. How the fuck you gonna block me? I done bought all your albums. I done bought all the DVDs. I've been supporting your motherfucking ass. And then he blocked the podcast page.
He said, "Fuck
Yo.
that nigga. I don't want that. I don't want none of that negativity shit in my life."
Right. I'm like, no, what you being so emotional for? And
What are you saying in paragraphs?
I couldn't read it all because he blocked
Oh,
me.
I thought you saw went to go see it on the.
Oh, no. Because, this is what I remember saying. It was like, fuck you, nigga, eat a dick. That's why your girlfriend don't love you, you bitch ass nigga. And
Oh
then
damn! He was.
the
Yeah.
rest of it,
He
like,
went in
he
on it.
went off. He went off. And then it
Oh
was
yeah, he went in
the
on it.
rest of it was what you call it? You couldn't click to see the more because I
Oh.
was already blocked. So I could only see what the
Okay.
first line or two was. But I remember that part. I remember like, why ain't you talking about my girlfriend? I ain't got a girlfriend. Like, I ain't got a girlfriend. I ain't got a girl.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Would get to them like that. Like, you're never like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose?
And
You
that's why,
actually literally blocked a fan.
yeah, and that's why I look at the shit Cam said about him, and I'm like,
My
yeah.
whole thing is, it's, to me, it's childish, it's irrelevant. Y'all have grown around each other all your life, so everybody got dirt on somebody. Y'all gonna say something. So it's just whatever. Like, y'all go fight it out in the street and get the hell off our damn, take us out the group chat.
Right, exactly. And a big part of that is I'm like, if y'all was friends all that time, like I got dudes, right, that I was cool with most of my life, that I might not be cool with right now. I don't even have a desire to expose them. I know they had some little bitch ass shit with them, they had some sucker shit with them, but I tolerated that sucker shit for decades or a decade or whatever amount of time. So I ain't gonna bring it up now. Like when Cam was like, Jim Jones ain't even from Harlem. Now Jim has always said he lives in the Bronx. His grandmother lived in Harlem. He would go there every weekend and he would just be there all the time. It's like, damn, Cam, like 10, 20 years later, now he ain't from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just ugly. It's just ugly, and it's just petty to me. And it's just weak. It don't exude like grown man energy. It's just weak. I heard somebody say that in a relationship, whatever the relationship is, when it ends, there's usually somebody who loves a little more, that's hurt a little more, and somebody that kind of got over it pretty quickly. And I think in the Dipset breakup, Cameron ain't give a fuck, and Jim Jones was hurt. And I think that's how this is playing out. And Cam is acting like the dude that was just my bitch I was fucking. And, and Jim is like, that was my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we can kind of see how it's playing out. But I don't respect it, man. That's your man. Like, y'all gotta chill. Y'all doing a bunch of whole shit, and I don't like it. This on the internet bickering, belittling each other when y'all had this friendship, this bond. And you ain't gotta stay friends for me. You ain't gotta stay friends for the fans. But stay men. Stay men. Stay grown ass men. Stay men with integrity. I think sometimes I get lost chasing the clout, trying to be a smart ass on the internet, trying to be cool and get the most clicks. Niggas forget to be men. Like, don't ever forget to be a. Hold on. ISO on new. Where my ISO at? Don't ever forget to be a fucking man. Y'all niggas so in love with getting clicks and likes and getting one up on each other. Y'all forgetting to be men. Men don't act like that. And as a grown ass man that I think is giving you an example, I ain't even gonna let you act like you ain't never seen what a real man look like. I done showed you what a man look like. I've been doing this podcast for 13 years. You've had an example of what real men look like. Every man I bring on this podcast is somebody I respect. They've all given you examples of what real men do. This ain't real men activity. This ain't real man activity, and I don't respect it. And niggas need to tighten the fuck up. Niggas need to tighten up. We letting too much shit go for likes and clicks and applause. And that's not grown man shit. And we not tolerating that no more. And on my watch.
Not a
You know
good
what I'm
look.
saying?
Yeah, I
You
think
know what I'm saying?
it's just embarrassing. Obviously, you get triggered by certain words, and when somebody close to you, they know what to trigger you. So Cam knew the Harlem stuff was triggering. But Jim, when he made the insinuation like they don't do this though, they not out here like that. It's kind of like what I'm saying, a way of calling somebody soft without saying it. So I think you hear that language and then it causes some Cam to say the stories that he had trying to, rebuttal that. What I'm saying? It was something
Excellent
small.
point.
Yeah,
Excellent point.
like what I'm saying, it's something small that escalated too much. If I'm being honest, I believe everything Cam said, but but it's just uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's old. Like even when when Dame was talking about it, they like, Dame, you never brought that up. He's like, it was pointless for me to bring it up. It was something personal for us, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. So but to kind of go back to the other point when we talk about the young niggas, that's those are old niggas acting young, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't do nothing different. So and Jim, I've always had issues with Jim though. You know what I'm saying? Just because he glorified the gang life and this, and I'm like, look, you got to show a certain type of evolution and growth to me, and I don't think Jim ever got to that point. And I think that's why, you know what I'm saying, he kind of fell off with some people and, so I think that's the biggest issue with it.
And y'all are boys. Y'all got each other's phone numbers. We ain't need to see all this on the internet. Like, that's what makes it so ignorant, because y'all could literally just call each other and
Yeah,
do it.
if you wanted to. And I think they cut each other off a while ago. So I think it's still that emotional side, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that emotional stuff in it. When you love somebody, insult hits different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
maybe how hard they are, but as soon as something emotional go, they run to the internet. And I'm like, but you was just talking about the other artist or the other celebrity, not run to the internet. Here you go.
Yeah. But they don't play it. They're like, I
That's
don't
my
play them
point.
little games.
Right, that's my point. We gotta figure out what it is to be a man again. And I think me and JD just gonna lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna catch us doing no corny shit like that. This niggas, I'm cool with it. Y'all. This niggas, I'm not cool with it. Y'all don't need that. The world won't ever even know we not cool no more.
Right.
The world still think I'm cool with these bitch ass niggas. I ain't. It ain't my place to go in there. I want to make an announcement. Everybody can have your attention, please. Like, come on, man. It ain't even that. It ain't that deep.
And
You know what
what's
I'm saying?
all these? There's a vendetta against all these old OG artists now, from Method Man, That Story, to Busta Rhymes, to this going on with what's going on with these OGs? What's going on with y'all?
Hey,
No,
Matt
no. You
said,
leave, you
dude
leave,
did
you
something
leave,
to
you
my
leave
daughter.
method alone.
Yeah, dude did something to my daughter 10 years ago.
Oh, I heard that it was the story
I
was
ain't never gonna forget.
saying.
Hey
That's
man,
not.
look, whatever Meth did, dude deserve that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever Meth did, yeah, that nigga deserved that shit. Where my round of applause at
Like,
for Method Man?
I just
Because
want
that's what I believe. He used to date his daughter, and he went into you, and he get you with a 7-piece. You did something.
he
Yeah,
put
10
his,
but
years later, he been waiting to find your ass.
that's what that means. That boy put their hands on the daughter. That's what that means.
I've been
yeah, or
waiting to
not
find
even
you.
that, or he said something he said something, and Meth was like, all right, don't worry about it. When I see you, we'll take care.
Mhm.
Nah,
And
and a father when you go in like that,
yeah,
decades. No, that boy didn't put his hands on his daughter, because just like either one of y'all, even if you were to see somebody that said dated your daughter or whatever, as long as the person that put their hands on your daughter, you ain't gonna pay no attention to them. But if that happened in your mind when you see that person, it's on site, correct?
see, I agree, but I don't want to put nobody a domestic abuse on nobody if it ain't out there.
Yeah.
No,
You know
man,
what
no,
I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because dude, it's something dude could have said, like, dude could have said, like, F your father, boop boop boop. That's why I did this. You know what I'm saying? F your daughter, boop boop boop. So
He
it's
could be like,
probably
you
it
know,
was
Paul
probably like,
better
nah,
than Wu Tang.
it could, like, a man could hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you mess with my daughter, I'm gonna come see you. But it also could be like, all right, nah, it ain't got nothing to do with my daughter. This is man shit. What you say about me? And then if his response wasn't, man, my bad, or I ain't mean it like that. I was upset at that time. He could
no,
have he could have he could have doubled down. If you double down, you know,
I'm not putting.
Then I'm gonna double down.
I just think that at the state that Method Man is, as far as he's into his fitness, he's very mellow as far as his head. I don't think he's really nothing's gonna really make him
we
snap
we all
like.
we all fucked up. We all fucked up, Jack. You say, and
I ain't gonna
you
lie.
say, hey, yo, it's a couple sentences. If you say to me, I'm gonna hold on to that shit forever. I don't care if it's 50. Remember that shit you said, my man?
I know. Yeah, I was dating this girl, right? And her ex-boyfriend at the time, who quote unquote gets lost her to me, was like, tell that nigga he better watch his back. We're gonna have a conversation whenever I see him again. You can't tell me I
And you
need
don't
to
even,
watch
and you
my
don't even know
back.
where she at, do you know?
Nope.
See?
But you can't tell me I need to watch my back. Like, you can't send a message to me like, so when I see, I'm like, I still need to watch my back. This was years ago, but that was the message you sent. I need to wash my back. It wasn't wash my back for a month. It wasn't wash my back for a year. The message was, I need, tell that nigga he better watch his back. When I see you, I want to know, do I still need to wash my back? I still need to
See
watch
what
it?
you see how bothered he getting, Jack? You see what I said? Nigga ready to fight. He don't even know where that girl at now.
Nope.
That girl
But
married with kids and everything, and dude don't care.
everything. But that nigga said that he told her to tell me I need to watch my back. And I need to know. I'm a concerned citizen. I still need to watch my back, nigga. Like, I'm just concerned as a citizen of America. Like, do I need to continue to watch my back? He gonna have to explain that. Um, to this to this day, ain't never Deontay Wilder said. To this day, you have to explain it to me, dog. Um, but let's get into something a little more positive for the kickbackers,
Yes,
man.
yeah, leave it alone. That's right, Big KC.
Oh, here go Burger. Here
See,
go
told you.
Burger. um, but I tell you what, something positive for the new year. Our kickback conversation. Um, I wanted to talk about goals, plans, resolutions, and mantras because I made it a point to not make a resolution or a goal for the year.
Mhm.
My mantra, and I think I shared this with you guys, was that I just wanted to be the best version of myself. And I thought if I was the best version of myself, everything else would take care of itself. If I worked as hard as I wanted to, if I was the nicest I could be, if I worked on my personal development, if I worked out, if I walked, if I ran, if I did my weights, if I did everything that I thought would make me the greatest version of me, I wouldn't need a resolution. And I wouldn't need to set a particular goal. Once New Year's hit, I realized I did need to see something in front of me. I did need to write something down, run for 30 minutes a day, wake up by this time, make time to call the family. I did need to see something written. And I wanted to know, do you guys have any resolutions, goals, plans, or mantras? I want to know what they are if you're comfortable sharing.
I just always apply and I always tell my daughter be best, like you say, be the best version of yourself all year long. If you work on that every day, it adds up. It keeps you in line, it keeps you disciplined, it keeps you on. Because I mean you're gonna make goals and plans, they're gonna change. You're gonna make them. They're gonna change. You gotta alter them. You gotta adjust them. So you're gonna do that regardless. But when it needs to be changed, that's the challenge. Because sometimes we get into where we write down our goals and resolutions, and if we don't match them or if we don't make them, then we feel like a failure. So instead of doing that, just work on yourself every day. I mean, you make plans, you make goals every day. We already do that anyway. We do it very subliminally, but we
Right.
do it every day. It's just that some people need that structure as to write it down and cross it off and but you don't want to set yourself up for failure either. You want to be able to get to those goals, those plans with the little steps, not just jumping a big step and think you're going to make all of your 5 goals that you wrote down on your piece of paper. So you do want to take the time. You do want to make realistic goals, and you want to take baby steps. It's not a, you know, healing and working on yourself is a lifelong thing. It doesn't stop. There's no ending. So you have to always adjust accordingly because we all grow, we all elevate. We might not have wanted a goal that we had last year or the year before that. We might not have achieved it. It might have changed. So just do what you need to do. Be the best version of yourself. Contribute to your peace. Put yourself first, J. Lou. Put yourself first
Mhm.
and everything will flow. It's so crazy that when you do these things, how much things flow into your life. It's almost like, oh, finally they listen. So just keep pouring into your piece, because what we have to learn, and what I learned even working in the airline industry, when you're on that plane, you put your mask on first before you help somebody else. That is very, very important. And I know a lot of people think that's selfish, but it's really not because you got to be able to be okay to help somebody else.
Facts.
That's my thing. Go ahead, Jaylu.
Now I'm somewhat torn with it because I think you want to have some type of goal, something tangible. I do like to check stuff off, but I understand the perspective. I think one thing, like when I was in junior high school, something that stood out, it was like a little, like a mantra type thing. It was good, better, best.
Mm-hmm.
Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. It kind of gives you something to kind of look forward to. So it's kind of like trying to be your best self every day. But I do want to kind of I do try to do quarterly goals, something that I can say something that I can kind of hold myself accountable for, like a report card. Like you get a report card to say if you're doing the right the right thing. So like I want to work out a certain amount of days. I want to eat vegetables and fruits a certain amount of days. I want to try to financially do certain type of savings. You know what I'm saying? So I want to have that in the background, but more so kind of try to be the best, like you guys said, be the best version of myself. But I want something to kind of check me. You know what I'm saying? How sometimes you get off balance. You like, how you going? I gotta check myself. Like, Nua hit me like what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So but you gotta have something to be able to check you about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have what's the word? It's like guardrails, so you don't go too far this way, too far that
Yeah,
way.
so it's like, all right,
Keep
look,
you
I'm trying
on
to make my best,
course.
but how do I know? How do I know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting, I did
Mhm.
my best at it. Like, how do I know? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of tough to kind of, to do it that way.
Gotta go with what your gut is telling you. That's why you're not supposed to know until you get to the other side. And then when you get to the other side of getting that goal, you're like, oh dang, I did.
Like, I got it.
Yeah, you need guardrails. Kind of like what Jake's saying. I would put it more like I had an accountability to greatness checklist, and I
Okay.
would read that before I went to sleep at night. As a matter of fact, I'm about to rewrite it and start it tonight. So before I go to sleep at night, I would get in the bed, grab my phone, and be like, whatever my thing was. I did 100 push-ups today, 100 sit-ups. I ate vegetables with every meal. I texted Shanti and 3 other bad bitches. Whatever I did, you know what I'm saying? And I would read it, and if I didn't do it, I'd be like, "Ooh, I didn't do that one. Let me get up and do it now." You know what I'm saying? So I would have an accountability to greatness checklist. And I think that's something that I'm actually going to bring back, Jayla. You just inspired me to do that. But that might be something that we all do. So a checklist before you go to sleep, did you do it?
Did you
Did
do?
you
Yeah,
do
what you
these
did.
things? And if you didn't do those things, then don't go to sleep yet.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
One of my gifts for Christmas I got was a self-care workbook for Black women. So every day I have something. Every night before I go to bed, I check my book, put the date and whatever it's supposed to. It might be a body scan checklist, a boundary setting checklist, trigger tracking, all kind of stuff. So yeah, you definitely have tools that you can implement. Because I'm the same way. I have to self-check myself. It's funny because I be in the gym and guys be thinking that I'm talking to them, but I'm really like beefing myself. Like, Jack, you got one more. What you
Nah, you
say?
talking you talking to him. You in there talking. Try and get drafted. Trying to get drafted in there. Jack, don't be hating. We trying Jack in there trying to get drafted and shit. Talking about, oh, I ain't talking. Yeah, you are.
When you get your last set, I'll be like, come on, Jack, this is one last set. We got
Yes.
oh, oh no, I want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Y'all going out tonight?
You know what? I don't want to date anybody that be at the gym, like the gym that I work out in, because I don't want to keep seeing you all the time. I don't.
Y'all black woman, I tell you.
I, I like my alone time. I like to. If I go to the gym, there you are.
Yeah, like look, all the time. Yeah.
Right.
This motherfucker again?
Like, God damn.
Damn.
Motherfucker don't never leave.
I let you and they all staring and looking and fucking up their own workout because they trying to see what you do. Nah, I ain't got time.
Yeah. So I think that was a pretty good New Year's segment.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
solid.
it's January 18th, 19th, 20th, but I mean, it's still the new year, y'all. The first month. It's in the
First
first
quarter.
2 weeks.
Hey, the
You know what I'm
president
saying?
in the White House yet, so we did good.
Boom. There it is. There it is. And now I want to talk about some crazy shit that happened because we haven't had a chance to talk about a lot of this shit. And we're gonna go into our rapid fire. But what the fuck is going on in California?
It's the mayor. Get money, stay fly, get drunk, stay high. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what it is. What the fuck?
First, prayers, positive energy,
Yes.
healing energy to everybody in California that's suffering through the LA fires. I don't want to get into all the conspiracy theories. I just really want to say, positive energy to you guys, and I hope that you guys make it through this challenge, and you're able to be made whole again. I've been in insurance for 13 years now, some 10 years, some shit. And I was very disappointed and disheartened to find out that State Farm had pulled out. So many carriers are pulled out of California right before this. So there are a lot of people who aren't going to be able to make themselves whole again. They're going to lose their homes, their mementos, their cherished family heirlooms in these fires, and they're not going to be able to get it back. And just losing their home, the place they sleep. Just my thoughts and positive energy to everybody in Cali, and my heart goes out to you guys. It's fucked up. I'm not in a position. I'm not one of the rich guys that's like, I'm gonna donate 10 million. But I really do wish I could. I've been displaced before. I know how that feels. And I just I hope you guys make it through. I hope it makes you stronger. And I hope you make it through, and I hope you make it through with the people that you love and that love you. I really ain't got nothing else to say about it because, god damn, this is a fucking tragedy. And I just wish you guys the best. And and I hope that maybe the podcast got you a few laughs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jackie, her red hair made you laugh. Jay Lou and his cynicism made you laugh. Or me and my silliness. Maybe that's all we can offer you is that we're gonna make you laugh, have a good time, get your mind off things for a little bit. I just wish you nothing but happiness and joy and wealth and all the good shit, man. That's what I wish for you guys. Jack.
Oh, my heart and prayers go out to all the families that were affected in California. And right now, I know you guys are still dealing with that, but now anybody that has any information that can help these people as far as food, shelter, clothing, please put it on your stories. Please share it to your pages. Please send it out to anybody that you know in California. Um, I had a question actually for both you guys since you're in insurance. So, having insurance over your home and dealing with the fire, what is the protocol? What the first thing that people need to do, and what are concerns or what information do they need to have in order to file a claim when that happens?
Well, the first thing that alarmed me was State Farm stopped covering people in the trajectory of the fire a few months prior to. So what they would have needed to have done is found additional coverage through someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're approaching a natural disaster, like when I was with when I was with another provider, I don't want to say names, and we saw a storm coming to a particular part of Georgia. They forbid us from writing policies there. So if you had a policy in that particular town for years, you were covered. But if you
Mm-hmm.
didn't have one in, let's say, June and the storm was coming in August, we couldn't write you.
Mm.
You was too late, too short. And that I almost understand. Because it's like, don't you had coverage all this time. Why are you trying to get it right before the storm?
Right.
But in what I understand, my understanding of the fires was people had coverage for years, and when
Mm-hmm.
they found out the fire was about to come, they was like, we canceling your shit." That's dirty to me,
That
and I
is
don't know that there's
whole.
anything you can do.
Now, when
What,
they
like,
when
what can you do?
when I think when they pull out, so there's a couple different ways. Like most of them, check your policies and see what your renewal dates are. They can non-renew you, meaning they can not offer you insurance when that policy renews. They can't cancel you mid-term. So
Mm.
you got to know your rights. If your insurance is paid for a certain term, they have to cover you for that term. The governor's already put in a place where nobody can kind of pull out right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's an underwriting thing. Obviously, California, Texas, Florida, those states are
Florida.
always hard. A lot of carriers pull out just from an underwriting standpoint. High losses can kind of tank their carrier, so it's a little bit different. Look at your state. Your state normally, when it's not enough insurance companies offering insurance in your area, they normally have a state fund, basically where the tax money go, where you can kind of go get a state policy. It might not be as detailed as a private one, but it's something to put on your home. But nobody should be able to decline you if your policy was enforced at the time. Um, and so that's the main thing. Obviously, once everything has happened, call ask for a copy of your policy so you know exactly what you have, what your contents coverages are. Get a detailed list so you can kind of try to maximize what those contents coverages that you have is. Obviously, these are total loss, so what the building coverages should be paid at 100% mainly of what they pay for. Hopefully, you had an agent that paid for certain things. Like I used to always put 20%. And I still do put an additional 20% on top of what the value of your house is, just because it's so cheap for you to kind of add that coverage. So get a copy of your policy, know what you have so you can know what to ask for. But yeah, you shouldn't make, if your policy was enforced and paid for, they can non-renew you, meaning they can, when it comes up for renewal, they can stop you. And I think State Farm in California, I think most of them stop like in August. They will start. It's different dates for different underwriting. Like State Farm is a large company, but they might have 25 different underwriting companies within State Farm. So you got to see when your particular company is non-renewed. So just kind of get a copy of your policy on the front end. With a complete file, to be honest, it should be pretty. You should be getting the max of what your policy has. Just be able to kind of document everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did we answer your question, Jack?
Thank you.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Now let's get into our Don't Be Dumb story of the week.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Kyron Lacey from LSU. Wanted by police on charges of negligent homicide and felony hit and run just 2 days after declaring for the NFL draft. We got to be careful, man. We got to protect our legacy, protect our futures. We cannot. The turn up ain't the turn up no more. The turn up ain't the great thing. We've seen people like Lynn Bias die at the turn up. You know what I mean? You get the opportunity to change your life, change your family's life, and you kill yourself, or you kill someone else in a drunk driving, hit and run, or whatever have you. We got to stop ending our progress before it starts. We have to stop destroying our dreams before they're realized. We got to stop putting ourselves behind the 8 ball before we get the opportunity to do anything. And Cameron Lacey, I'm not calling you dumb. The Don't Be Dumb Award isn't an insult to you. It is a cautionary tale to others.
Yeah, man, it's tough because obviously you saw the situation that happened with Henry Ruggs a couple years ago with Alabama,
Yeah. Yep.
first round pick, DUI, killed an individual serving jail time now. And obviously mistakes are mistakes. It's just and it was funny. I saw a story about it. Like somebody in jail. He's doing like 20 years. And he broke it down on how 3 minutes changed his life. Was it 3 5 minutes? It was something like how quick it changed your life. I got mad. I overreacted. Boom, boom. 20 years. I missed my kid's life. I did. You know what I'm saying? It's so quick, how a mistake can change, the trajectory of your life, and somebody else's life. Obviously, sometimes, I make a mistake, I can deal with it. But knowing you cause somebody else to not, be with their loved one, something that you got to live with the rest of your life, man. Just do your very best to kind of, not make a decision that can affect you for the rest of your life. I know Saban, Nick Saban, I saw him speak about Henry Ruggs, about how great of an athlete he was, how great of a teammate he was. And in 2 minutes, that changed his life. He was out with people, they didn't stop him. So like had those good, some good people around you too. That'll stop you. Some people that you'll listen to. Kind of have a plan on the front end. It's just super sad because, and if we're being honest, like, I watched college ball. Karen Lacey is a dog. he was going to be a first or second round draft pick. He had the ability to be great. Like, hopefully, I'm not sure of the situation, but like he's a dog though. He had, like he's he could have been an easily first, second round pick and been a millionaire next year. Easy.
Damn.
That's how good he is.
Dang. It's sad. It's just, prayers go out to everyone on both sides because it's just
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Have your whole goals planned out, everything planned out, and you make that one decision.
And you put in the work. He put in the work. You training every day. You put 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to that level without putting in the work.
Right.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Hopefully, he's
Other people
given
learn. Yeah.
an opportunity to bounce back from it. If not, then other people learn from it because I just don't know how that's going to play out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a big inspiration to anybody that's young coming in there, and he just like, look, bruh.
Yeah.
This ain't listen.
Yeah.
You gotta
Exactly.
have your designated driver, your homie that's going. You gotta have that homie with you.
You got to.
You gotta have that homie.
That you'll listen to, or don't put yourself in a situation like, hey man, we drinking, we you know what I'm saying, we Uber, and we ain't gonna drive tonight. Like someone you gotta have,
Right.
Sometimes you could be a leader on the field, you gotta be a leader in life too, man.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's
a
true.
fucking fact.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, so.
I've been wanting to discuss this for a long time. I am not going to talk your heads off, but I have been so impressed with what I call the older rapper revolution. I have been wanting to talk about this since the end of November. Snoop and Dre put out an album. LL Cool J put out an album. Fat Joe put out an album. Ice Cube put out an album. And they're all good. These guys are making mature, grown folk music. The production is great. The lyrics are great. The concepts are great. And I'm just like, I see you. I see you. LL started it for me because his marketing campaign was, I'm the old ass rapper, but I'm gonna make some good music. So what? And then Snoop and Dre came right behind that. Fat Joe came behind that. And these gentlemen are making really good music. Now, are they making the best music I've ever heard? I'm not that far, you know what I'm saying? But I've added all of this, a song from each of them to the playlist, to the Pod Named Kickback playlist on Apple Music. I'm enjoying it. Like, it's cool to hear Snoop and Dre in their 50s. That's cool to me. It's cool to hear LL. It's cool to still hear Fat Joe and Ice Cube. These dudes I grew up on. I've been listening to these dudes since 86. It's 2025. And I stopped rapping because I felt I got too old. I literally was like, yeah, I'm too old. I'm gonna do podcasts.
You the first one to transition.
Yeah, I had to make transition. But I wouldn't mind putting out some music. I wouldn't mind. I love it, man. I love that these legends are doing their thing and making quality music and not trying to sound like they 18.
Yeah.
Because I'm 48. I want to hear some 48-year-old rap. Drake ain't making that for me. ESTG ain't making that for me. You know who's making it for me though? Snoop and Dre, LL, Fat Joe, Ice Cube, Busta Rhymes. They're making the music I want to listen to. Jay-Z's last album, 444. That was some grown man shit. Niggas in their 20s probably don't want to hear that shit. I'm almost in my 50s. I do want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout out to the old rapper revolution. Nobody wanted hip hop to age gracefully. They wanted once you turn 30, you got to retire and go hide under a bench and never rap again. And that's not the case anymore. I'm not sure that I will ever personally rap again, but I am so happy that rappers in their 40s and 50s are still making music and it still sound good. God damn it,
Oh, you
Jack.
said you said you were gonna do some a new jump for the sports pod, a new intro. You be lying like shit though.
You know what? I
My
ain't gonna
fault.
do that. I ain't gonna do.
Shit. My fault. My fault. I thought I was muted. My fault. My fault.
Well, you
Shit.
just
Fuck.
muted.
Fuck. Hold up. My fault.
No.
I tell you what,
My fault.
I
So
ain't gonna.
I apologize. You ain't hear all the names I called you, did you?
Yeah, I heard half of them.
Okay. Good. 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 At least you ain't hear the that other shit was crazy. Yeah.
Woo, woo. But I tell you, I am gonna put something out new this year. It'll probably be the intros, and then maybe
Yeah.
one extra song to motivate my people. And then we'll see how that go. But you don't have to die as a rapper at 30. It ain't over at 40. Do what make you feel good, man.
It'd be great, man.
You know what I'm saying?
2 Chainz reinvented himself at 40.
Exactly. Became a millionaire at 40.
Hey.
Yeah. Shout out to all the OGs. You're inspiring our podcast. But I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, we are actually in history because I think these are going to be the last artists that last 30, 40, and 50 years.
Yeah.
You might be right, because these young dudes, the drugs are going to take them out before they make that long.
Exactly.
Yeah, they about to go.
Last of the
Unfortunately.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Shit. These niggas on they taking so much shit. I'm like, look, I don't know what y'all niggas on. I want to see them on. It's gonna be anxious to see how they age in 20 though. Like when they see us they get the 40 to 50. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we know
Because y'all young niggas don't look like me.
you already know
I'm,
it
I'm,
is.
I'm be 49 in a couple months. I'll be 50 next year. Y'all young niggas ain't looking like us. Trust me.
It's gonna be a bunch of lawsuit commercials. Have you had a BBL? You might.
Oh yeah. Oh no, they definitely getting some money though. Yeah,
Yeah, they get into the bread.
they gonna get some money though.
For the men, have you had a hair treatment? You
Man.
may have a lawsuit.
But this is my all natural shit. Just so y'all know, my life's is all natural. You know what I'm saying?
They're killing Rocco in his picture.
Oh man.
Was that for real or is it like made up? I don't. You know, I don't.
That's for real.
Oh, it's
It
for real.
looks for
Hey,
real.
look, man. They ain't have to make them take it off either, though. That you know what I'm saying. Whoever did that, they ain't have to make them take it off.
Like the female, you see with all with the braids, because they had to take all that weave and shit off when you go to jail.
Yeah, you man.
Same.
They wrong.
Oh.
He went in there for something that'll be in there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna be in there a long time, man. They could have let him chill.
Left
Niggas
his
hate.
weave in.
Niggas hating. They haters is
Left
what
his
they
weave
is.
in. Man. So all right, well, before we get up out of here, what are y'all watching? I'm watching All the Queen's Men. I love Eva in the joint. She like this boss bitch that run everything. And she the queen and she run all the men. It's like the opposite of P Valley. It's a male strip club. It's all kind of crime and all kind of shit going on. But it's this one woman, madam, that runs everything. And I fuck with that joint. I told y'all about the Starting Five on Netflix with the NBA players. That's really all I'm watching right now. There are a couple of shows I want to get into. Severance is back. That's on Apple TV. That's a sci-fi kind of show where during the day you've agreed to work the job, but they don't want you to know what you're working on in your real life. So from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., you're John Smith, who works on this computer science project. And then from 6 p.m. until 9 a.m. the next day, you're Michael Jenkins, who lives a regular life. So you don't know what you're working on, this top secret government shit. So you have a regular life where you live your life with your family. And then you have that 9 to 5 where you're in hypnosis kind of state where you're working on this other shit. And when those worlds collide, or when you figure out, wait, Michael Smith is me at night and I'm John Smith during the day, what the fuck just happened? That's the mind fuck. And season 1 was pretty good. I started season 2. Season 2 came out yesterday. I started it yesterday. But but it was getting too serious. I needed something light. That's why I went to that Netflix, the sports joke. I needed something I could fall asleep to. If I fall asleep doing this Severance, I might have to wake up and watch it again the next day.
Yeah, remember where I was at?
Exactly, exactly. But that is a good show, and I'm going to this year finish The Shy. I watched season 1 of The Shy. Never watched another episode since. I'm gonna finish The Shy this year. For as far as TV, that's all I got. Which I got.
I'm watching. I watched the making of the band Diddy on Peacock.
The old one.
Actually, it was good because what they did was they interviewed a lot of his childhood friends, so it gave you a different perspective of everything. So I like that they
That
did.
was a documentary.
Hmm.
Oh,
And they have Sarah from the band on there. They interview her. So it was a different perspective because it went into depths of how he grew up, what he was around, what was he exposed to. Some of them went off to military and came back, and he was a totally different person. That's when he turned into Puffy. So it's a different perspective. So I did like it, and I think it's a good watch, very good watch.
okay. I'll check it out, J. Lou. What you got?
Yeah, most of that, mostly sports stuff. I mean, to be honest, I ain't really got. I don't. I think I what was it? It was the Walking Dead jump, the jump with like 6 episodes. It's something like I forgot what it is, but it was something on Netflix. I watched that like a little. It was like a binge joint I did. But yeah, I
There was
don't really,
only 6.
yeah, it was like 6 episodes. I forgot what it is. It's like two of the main characters from the original one. I never saw the original jump though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, I
but it was
watched the original, but let's say I started watching like 3 years ago, and they kept going. So I'm like 3-4 years
yeah.
behind.
See, I ain't watched none of the old stuff, but yeah, it was like a new thing that popped up on I think it was, I don't know if it was Netflix or Prime or whatever. They said like I don't know if it was after supposedly after the Walking the Dead thing or something like that. But it was like 5-6 episodes. So I watched that, but yeah, I ain't I don't really watch too many. I try to get a good movie and watch. Cause if I do a show or something, I'm gonna try to binge it. So it's like, all right, I got to make sure I had the time to go with it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I'm glad you guys tuned in with us this week. We've been gone since last year. You haven't seen us in a whole year,
Yes,
so
you.
we are back now. um, just be mindful that the Pod Named Kickback goes live every Sunday at 6 or 7 p.m. And then know that Kickback Sports is going to be every Wednesday around 9 p.m. And we just going to try to give y'all the best content we can give you. The Patreon is going to be popping and available. So make sure you sign up to get the information behind the paywall. And this our year, man. 25 is mine. I do this all the time. You can have the next one or the next one. And just remind yourself to be your best self. I think
Right.
that's what we all settled on. You can
Yep.
have your goals, you can have your mantras, you can have your resolutions and everything. But if you just resign yourself to being your best self, the best version of you, everything else will pretty much take care of
All in a
itself.
play.
Yeah, absolutely. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you listen to this on Monday, enjoy the rest of your week.
Yep.
Do your best. Why would you do anything less than that? Like, the hell is your problem? And you know, how about this? It's the top of the year. There's somebody in your family you haven't talked to in a while. How about you give them a call and just say, "Hey, I was thinking about you." How about that?
How,
How about that?
how about
And about that.
And Randy and KD will be back with us. But anything else y'all want to leave them with, Jack, J. Lou?
boost your immune system? There's the virus that's going around. It's very high cases in Georgia. So please, I've turned down a bunch of stuff. People been inviting my daughter to double dates and all the kids. Nope, we're not doing none of that. Not right now because it's
I'm
virus going around.
like, look, we waiting it out.
Right. Sanitizer with you. Wash your hands every time you go in that bathroom. Even if you think about it, just come to your mind, wash your hands. Just wash your hands. If you go out into very populated places, use a mask if you choose to. But just protect yourself. Just protect yourself because this weather's going up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's causing, people to get sick as well. There's another stomach virus going around as well. So just be careful, be mindful
Yes.
of your environments.
And the next 2 days, starting Sunday night in Georgia, is going to be the coldest 2-3 days of the year. So Sunday night in Georgia until I think Tuesday night in Georgia, it's going to be like Gucci Mane cold. So be mindful of that, y'all.
Yep.
J. Lou?
Look, man, just treat people how you want to be treated. Be empathetic, man. A lot of people going through a lot of stuff. Especially, we saw, stuff in the fires, people around the state going, you know what I'm saying, things are going off. So in like one of my neighborhood schools, and Newark sent it to me, a little girl that, shot a little girl, 11, 12-year old. I guess she was getting bullied, tried to shoot herself. Yeah, man, just be empathetic, man. Treat people how you want to be treated. You never know what somebody going through. Try to be the person that, make their day better.
Yeah, and damn, I had a thought that I just lost. It must be too cold outside. But damn, I'm gonna let it go to next week. But the only thing I'll add to that is I agree with everything they just said, and just continue to work on being your best self. I think that's all that matters, man. I really think we might be on to something. Just be your best self.
That's all we can be.
See what that gets you.
And y'all a shout out because y'all been in the gym. I see it. I see it in the face. I see it in the. Yeah. I want to give a clap up to both of y'all.
That's right. I keep the weights with me, Jack. I keep the weights with me. I keep them with me. I ain't playing no games.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I see y'all.
Let's get it.
I see.
All right, y'all. So the rest of y'all need to join the gym with us. You do what you gotta do. If you're doing it in the house or doing it in the gym, everybody else, kickbackers, do it with us.
That's right.
Pause. Press play or something. I don't know. But all right, so now we can go watch some of these games. I'm still gonna try and make a little bit of extra money because I can do that while I'm watching the game. And we're gonna do that, and we're gonna enjoy our evening. Shout out to Randy, shout out to KD, shout out to every kickbacker that's been listening from 2012 all the way up to 2025. That's 13 years. You are appreciated. And be your best self. That's it, man.